Well, hello there! I'm currently at the Bog, which usually is quite popular, but today is a working day. It's not even 5 yet. I'm on my vacation, which means that if somebody is not here on foot or by bike, then I should be in this bog all by myself. That's actually quite a rare occasion. Even during sunrises in like 4 or 5 in the morning, there are usually people here either camping or just coming to see the sunrise. So today I got this place all to myself, unless somebody comes to see the sunset. I haven't come here with any particular plan. I just felt like I needed to get out. The sky was also cloudy, which at least for me promised for an interesting sunset. I'm not sure if I will get it or not, but I at least had to try. I mean, just staying home is not gonna give me any pictures. Coming out here may give me some pictures. I'm just chilling here at Bog. I have absolutely nothing to do until the sun sets. Hopefully I will have something to do when the sun sets, because right now there are some clouds which are not pretty, but they just cover up the sun. Never know. At least I'm out and hopefully see something. However, until then I discovered that I basically have nothing to do here. So I thought about making this video. Not sure if anybody will watch it, but at least it gives me something to do. There are quite a number of bogs in Estonia, and the total land area that these bogs cover is roughly 20%, a little bit more, of the total land area of Estonia. And there are quite a lot of interesting bogs here, and actually many of them also have wooden paths. So this means that you can walk there without any additional equipment. You don't need snow boots or anything like that to walk here. You just have to find the place you want to go and just, enjoy the scenery. However, despite the fact that there are so many bogs, a lot of people tend to go to 2 or 3 bogs. And many of the beautiful bogs that have been prepared by the state for visitors are actually relatively unexplored. And maybe I'm not setting a perfect example by being at Bog, which is actually one of those bogs that are extremely popular usually. This time I don't know why nobody is here, but in summer, in winter, probably spring and autumn as well, this is quite densely populated, I might say. And the most popular bog, of course, is Bog, which is in North Estonia, about I think it's about 50 kilometers from Tallinn, so that would also explain it. And it's also right by the main road, so it's very easily accessible, and there's a wide wooden path. And I get it, it's easy, it's nice, but there are a lot of people there. So I try to avoid it as much as I can. For example, this year in 2020, I've only visited it once. That was during my last holiday in August. But even then, this was just on my way to my final destination. So I thought, I could just stop by, see the sunset, just enjoy it a little bit. Haven't been here in a while. Now, when coming to bogs you may not have heard of, or have heard of but never visited, then well, I don't exactly have a top 10 or top 3 list. However, there are bogs that I prefer more to others, and I think one of my favorites, if not my favorite bog, is Kuno Suursoo, which translates as Kuno Great Bog. And actually it is very close to Bog. It's about 20 kilometers away from Tallinn, but it's so much bigger, it's so much more beautiful, and usually it's a lot more peaceful as well, because for some reason many people haven't found it for themselves, although it is part of a larger nature reserve, so it is easily found on maps and actually on guides as well, but just few people go there. And for me, every time I go there I find something new to photograph, to look at. It's interesting, it's diverse, so it's the perfect bog for me. And whenever I feel like that bog has seen its days for me, I can just walk a little bit further on, and there are forests, lakes, etc. So there's a wide range of scenery, not just the bog. So it's the perfect place for me, and it's around 70 kilometers from Tallinn. So basically an hour's drive, and it's really close. Now, fearing that everybody who sees this video, which is 20 or 30 people, will go there, you may want to see other locations as well. For example, if you go to Rapla County, which is further south from Tallinn, there are two lovely bogs that I have visited myself. I prefer one, which is the Losalu bog, because it has a much longer trail. It is a larger bog, so there is much more to see there. The downside to that bog, for example, compared to Kuno, is that there is no viewing platform. That's one of my main criteria for bogs that I love, is viewing platforms. However, despite the fact, I still like Losalu very much, and I advise you to go there as well. It's easily accessible. It's again like 70 kilometers from Tallinn, so there's basically no reason to go there, especially considering the fact that very few people actually do go there. A couple of vlogs back, I went there with my girlfriend, and then there were two couples there, but other than that, it was a Saturday morning and a beautiful sunrise, so that's probably the most people you will ever see there. As for the second bog in Rapla County, which is Keava bog, and it's an interesting phenomenon, because the majority of bogs in Estonia that have been made accessible have been done so by the State Forest Management Board, which basically means the state has done that. However, with Keava bog, it's actually partly privately owned, and there have been some disputes there, which means that the government hasn't gotten involved in creating the footpath. So the local person himself, who owns this land, probably with help of donations, has made the path himself, and that makes it look completely different to any other footpath in any other bog. So just for that reason, it's nice to go there. But because it's a private initiative, the path isn't that long, and in parts it could need some repairs. But as for a change of scenery, it's definitely interesting, right? Because of the fact that the footpath is completely different from any other bog. Now, if you are planning to go a bit further from Tallinn, or actually just head towards Tartu, for example, then there are two bogs that I would personally recommend. One of them you have seen in my recent vlogs as well, is the Seli bog. It's I think again around 70 kilometers from Tallinn towards Tartu. It's actually quite near the main Tartu highway, so it's actually easily accessible. Until recently I hadn't even heard of that bog, and I haven't seen that many images of it as well, so that would lead me to believe that it's not as popular as the other bogs in Estonia, although it is very accessible. And quite recently I did see a lot of people there, but from what I gathered is that they were just picking mushrooms and berries and so on, so not actually tourists, and most of them were off the wooden track and inside the bog itself. So definitely I advise you to go there. There are lovely views. Even if you don't have a drone or anything, you can just take pictures, just enjoy the scenery. It is actually a long path. I have never walked to the end of this path, because I think it's around 7 kilometers one way. So maybe one day I will completely finish this track as well. But until then, I will just enjoy some of the sceneries, and there's a lovely little viewing platform there as well. So that's all I could need. Now another bog that's also basically on the Tallinn-Tartu way is the Endla bog. So for that you have to actually get off the main highway and go to the secondary highway, which is the Piibe highway. And in that case you will end up in Endla bog. It's roughly 100 kilometers, a bit more from Tallinn. And there's also a lovely viewing platform there. There's a lot of lakes and stunning sunset views, probably sunrise as well. I haven't been there during sunrise, so I wouldn't know. But recently, when I got tired of the main Tallinn-Tartu highway, I discovered that there's this option when you can just turn off the main road and go visit Endla bog before you head to Tartu. Now moving a bit further south, there's a part of Estonia that is actually called Soma, or Bogland. So as the name would suggest, there are a lot of bogs there, and I would like to maybe point out 3 bogs which I have all visited and had lovely experiences in. So these are the Ingatsi bog, Riisa bog and Hüpassaare bog. And if you are visiting Soma, I would advise you to definitely go to at least 2 bogs, the Ingatsi and Riisa bog, because they are relatively close to each other. They aren't too big, so you can easily walk both paths in half an hour. And both of those bogs also have a viewing platform, which, you know, for me, it's great. Oh my god, it was over already. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be over so quick. Where was I? Soma, yeah, right. Soma, so Ingatsi and Riisa bog, both great. And Hüpassaare bog is also a really great place to go. It's a bit further away. If you fly your drone directly, it's maybe a few kilometers, but because the roads are winding around the bogs, it's roughly 20 kilometers or so on gravel roads or gravel tarmac mix. So it's nothing too complicated, of course, if you go there. I think Hüpassaare bog is probably the most popular out of the 3. I think I've seen most images on social media from that bog, but Ingatsi and Riisa bog, I think they have great opportunities. Especially during the summer when you can see fog. Actually, you can see fog in autumn as well. So if you see a foggy bog, then that's the best experience, in my opinion. And you can get those experiences in all 3. And actually, I think all bogs that I've mentioned here. Just, you know, depends on your luck. One great thing to do if you want to experience a bog, or if you want to experience it differently, is go there at night. Or another option is, if you know that it's going to be extremely foggy, then go then. But basically, fog or the night sky are the 2 best times to go and experience the bog. During night, of course, it's a bit difficult to see anything. Probably it's more suited for photographers if you are into long exposure or astrophotography. But morning sunrises, foggy sunrises, they're just the best. I mean, there's no other experience like it. I think that's pretty much it for now. There are of course a lot more bogs. There are more bogs that I've been to that probably you should go as well. But these are just some of the examples of bogs you could visit if big crowds aren't your thing. I hope that you will visit the bogs. I hope that you will see as little people as possible, and I especially wish you no drone photographers like myself who ruined the experience for you. I'm sorry about that. But you do enjoy the video, you do enjoy the photography. Maybe call it even, I hope. So no hard feelings, I don't do this to annoy you. I just want great images for myself and to share them with you. So I see at least one person coming, which means that my perfect time in this bog is over. And with that, I leave you. I hope to see you again soon. If you enjoyed my recommendations, first of all, go to these places. But after that, also like, comment, subscribe. And I hope to see you again in the next video. Until then, that's all, folks. This is gonna be awkward. I wanted to take pictures with my drone. That guy is gonna hate me. I think he has a tripod. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Actually, I just found out that the guy coming here wasn't a photographer with a tripod. It was actually a hunter. They're hunting goose. I'm saying they because there are 3 to 4 other guys besides the one that just came. So they're just circling around the lake hunting for geese. I'm just hoping that this won't turn into a hunt for drones. I just flew around a little bit. Luckily they didn't shoot it down. I will try to keep my drone out of their sights, and hopefully we will all return tonight with the prey they desire. Me with images, they with the geese. Actually, they don't even need to get the geese, just as long as they leave my drone alone. Just get out! Get out of the house! Put your phone down! Go! Don't get shot, but go! Okay, well, it was nice seeing you. Hopefully, we'll do it again sometime. For now, I'm off. Peace! Wait, no, I think that's Peter McKinnon. That's all, folks? I feel like I've heard that somewhere as well. Can't for the life of me remember where.